ignore. SnowRunner, he conquers the cold. Boulders his foe, relentless and bold. Screens ablaze with virtual fights. Victory earned through endless nights. Streaming chaos, a passionate drive on YouTube, Twitch. He's alive! In frost and mud, trucks he commands. Boulders strike, crush dreams in his hands. But he grinds on, fierce and relentless. Strength unmatched, utterly senseless. Screens ablaze with virtual fights. Victory earned through endless nights. Streaming chaos, a passionate drive on YouTube, Twitch. He's alive! World of Warships, fleets collide, torpedoes lurk. Teammates misguide, strategic battles. Oceans roar, walls of steel, enemies at the door. Fate decided by a stream. Digital worlds, nightmares that scream.
All right, live on YouTube, live on Twitch. It looks like I don't have a picture. There we go. Yep, live on Twitch. All right, let's try to get this trailer out of here, man. Hopefully. Got an audio issue here we got to deal with. Whoops. Hit the wrong button, apparently. Thanks, Bug. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let me know. I can't hear my own voice in the headset, so. How are you doing this morning, Bug? Whoops. Don't drive it back down in there, dude. What are you doing? I'll put this setting on there to save us some gas. We survived another week, Bug. Another week in the can. Try to enjoy the weekend. Of course, I'm going to be working on the car this weekend. It's so stupid. It's been like a month. Probably more than a month working on that dumb car. Alright. I have high hopes for this weekend, though. I've got good tools. Had to go out and buy a die grinder, but I have a feeling that that will... The other thing I'm worried about is that I'm going to have to cut this bolt off. I'm going to stop and get a bolt splitter or a nut splitter. Something no man wants to hear. But I'm going to get a nut splitter and try that first, because what I'm afraid of is if I use the die grinder and cut that bolt off, I'm going to cut the nut off. I'm going to cut the bolt off as well. I'm going to have to cut the bolt off as well. And then I'm going to have to drill it out and get a new bolt, because I think on the flanges, the way they did these flanges, the bolt part, the threaded part, is welded to the flange. So now if I have to get a whole new catalytic converter, then that may solve that problem, but we'll see. Let's see, where is the Chevy? Let's get the Chevy up here and refill this thing with fuel. Seeing as I burned some 20-odd gallons just getting out of this hole. Norway, how you doing this morning? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday to you. Did I rank out? No, I didn't rank out. I may try that today. Depending on how things go with the car, I may try to stream tonight and do some of that. But no, I haven't had because of everything going on with work and everything else, I haven't had a whole lot of time to play. So I've been doing basically my dailies and streams, and that's about it. Been doing a little bit of you know, trying to make some content for World of Warships Legends, but for the most part, I've been doing other stuff, unfortunately. That's the life of a part-time streamer. You still got to run your regular life as well as try to run your little business, so... And ranked, I don't find ranked, it's so hard to do ranked solo. I'm just not, I'll be honest. I don't know that I'm a good enough player to do ranked solo that often. I just don't have the skill level that some of these guys do, so. Yeah, I have been, Jay. Yep, it's been crazy. I've got a big project at work I've been working on. I've been working at home on until 9 o'clock at night, which is very rare for me. I don't generally do that. And then, of course, I've been trying to deal with this car issue. I also have to, my daughter and I both work, and we're sharing one car, so that's a whole mess on top of it on its own. So my schedule is just all foobarred right now until I get this car fixed and get some of this other stuff done. But, we'll get there. It just takes time. All right, let's finally get this sand out of here. And let's see. Change trucks. We have it has not been a trouble-free run, that's for certain. Of course, that's sort of the whole point of the game, so. I don't know if you guys saw my review of the Roadcraft gameplay trailer, but excited about that. Oop, I'm almost out of gas on this one too. Jeez. How much fuel have we got in this scout trailer? None. Great. Okay. We're off to a good start. All right. Let's get this thing lined up. How have you been, Jay? So let's pull this through a little more. Give us room to get all 3 trucks in here. Finally get out of the stinking quarry. I do Norway, and I plan on yeah, busy working too. Yep. I plan when season 15 comes out, which is in a couple of weeks. I plan on doing co-op there. Matter of fact, that's one of the things I want to do this weekend is set up a page on my Discord, which I probably ought to post on here so people can join. Let me do that real quick. As a matter of fact, you reminded me of that, Norway. I know it's on my YouTube channel, but I don't know that I have it up on Twitch. I have to check that. You have the game on PS5? Yeah, I'm on Xbox, but that shouldn't be a problem. So, yeah. Where's the stream? There's the stream. Post that there. Out of the way. Pin that there. There we go. So there's my Discord. But I'm going to set up a page on Discord for the co-op. I'm going to set up one for SnowRunner and one for doing divisions on World of Warships Legends. But yeah, I plan on doing co-op when season 15 comes out. Do co-op with subscribers. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then when Roadcraft comes out, which will be in May, and I'll have to put a poll up on that too on the Discord, because it'll be interesting to see how many people want to still play SnowRunner when Roadcraft comes out. I know that's we're gonna have to figure out whether I'm going to do one or the other. I just don't know that I have enough time in my schedule to do both, or all 3 games, as it were. So, I think and co-op on Roadcraft will be interesting. Not that SnowRunner isn't, but because it'll be a brand new game, it'll be interesting to see how that works out. All right, let's see. Can we... I think what I'll do... All right, where's the Chevy? I need to get everybody filled up with fuel here. But yeah, Norway, I like to play this game co-op. I don't generally during the stream, the playthrough, especially hardcore, because sort of the hardcore is the challenge, and this is hard. This is actually New Game Plus version of hardcore, so it's even harder core. But But you know, I don't want to restrict people to just the trucks I have and that kind of stuff for hardcore. So, but I will do co-op for season 15. I saw the Mack truck pack. I haven't tried it on the playtest server, but they didn't look real impressive. Neither one of them's got all-wheel drive from the looks of it, which doesn't make any sense to me. I think they both have locking diffs in the rear, but that's not enough. So we'll have to see. They've brought out one of the new trucks from the last DLC. Didn't have all-wheel drive, and it's like, you know, I could understand that if you were playing European Truck Simulator, or American Truck Simulator, either one, because you're on pavement. But there ain't a whole lot of pavement in this game, and most of the pavement's covered with rocks. It's like, why would you put a truck in that doesn't have all-wheel drive as an option? Doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm not quite sure I understand the reasoning behind that. However, some of the new changes, the new trailers and stuff coming out for when season 15 comes out, look really good. So some real good quality of life stuff, like trailers with built-in fuel tanks and that kind of thing. Though they're not huge, they definitely will make a difference. Let's see, refuel. Nope. Where's the scout? There it is. Yep, that's the one we want. Thank you. But yeah, this playthrough, I'm not doing any co-op. I've got a couple of, you know, like Pixel Operator and stuff that I've occasionally done co-op on here, but definitely season 15 I think will be more interesting that way. And we can have, you know, I'll do a sign up and we'll have like 3 people and we'll co-op for, it's easier, like World of Warships Legends, it's easy to swap people out because of the division system. It's not as easy to swap this out. So, you know, do I swap out every hour? I don't know that I want to do that. I think if I'm going to do co-op with somebody, I'd do it for the whole stream. So we'll see. All right, let's change trucks here. Oops, crap, I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's see if we can get this convoy out of here. Tighten it up a little bit. There we go. Let's drive this thing out of here, and then we'll drive the deuce and a half out of here. Try to get all this sand delivered and make some bricks, for goodness sake. Shit, some bricks. It's taking forever to do this 1 second. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, Jay, with the demographic in this game. Most of us are older guys. We got families and jobs and everything else. It's just, for this game and for World of Warships Legends, just, you know, trying to find time to game is not the easiest thing in the world. I think that's one of the reasons these kind of games appeal to guys like us, because, I mean, I've got decent Twitch skills, so I can play a first-person shooter, but, you know, to keep those skills honed in a first-person shooter, you really got to play a lot. It's sort of like golf. You got to play a lot to really be good. I just don't have that kind of time. Plus, I'm old. That stuff does degrade over time, unfortunately. I should say my body's old. My brain, not so much. Brain's still probably that of a 15-year-old, but He feels that way sometimes. Yep. Yeah, this and Legends are definitely more sort of cerebral than they are mechanical, biomechanical. I still love playing Fortnite and stuff like that. I've been playing Tarkov here recently and really enjoying that. Of course, that's a little bit of both. There's a lot of thinking in that game. You gotta be strategizing for that. Oh, really? Yeah. That's that VR game you were talking about, right? You said they're adding World War I aircraft to it. I think World War I is the purest form of dogfighting. I mean, I love World War II video games. I'm not a fan of jets. The whole missile thing just kind of... I like the guns. But, yeah. Really does it, Jay? Yeah. Yeah, and that'll do it, man. Hands start getting... Yeah, I definitely can't game with a controller nearly as much as I used to. Even mouse and keyboard will wear on you, but... yeah, it's just... Getting old sucks when it comes to that kind of stuff, for sure. All right, let's get the A and K out of here. We'll tow this thing out of here with it. Look at this. Look how wide those tires are. This is so ridiculous. All right. Oop. That's why they work as well as they do. And I can confirm those tires exist. I was watching some YouTube channel that was doing showing videos of Russian trucks, and they had a I think it was a Kolob. Yeah, they really are, and that's some serious skill involved with that. That type of dogfighting, and that's where dogfighting was invented. Was World War I. Like I said, it's its purest form. You know, 1 or 2 machine guns and out in the open air. I'm trying to think. I don't know that I have a favorite World War I aircraft though. I mean, obviously the SPAD and shit. It just fell out of my brain. The German planes. I mean, they're cool. They're the most well known. I like the way the SPAD looks. Yeah, especially in VR. Yeah, I like I said, I've got an older VR setup, and if I thought my rig could run it, I'd definitely play that. So I don't know if any of you guys play No Man's Sky, but No Man's Sky just came out with a huge update. Good quality of life stuff, plus they added like 1 trillion galaxies or something crazy like that. But I learned about No Man's Sky because I ran across a channel of a guy. He doesn't do it anymore, Blue Moose or something like that. But he did it for about a year, and then I guess he quit. Yeah, the Falker DR1. Yep. But he was playing No Man's Sky in VR with a VR mod, and that was pretty cool. And now Snowman Sky. No Man's Sky has got, it's got space combat, and all that stuff. I mean, it's really advanced since its early days. So I'd love to play that in VR, but again, you need a rig that can run it. And I don't have a rig that can run it right now. I certainly don't have a rig that can run that and stream. The rig I have now will eventually become my streaming rig when I upgrade. I'll probably upgrade to a whole computer at some point, but that's a ways down the road. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff I got to pay for before that happens. See if we can get moving a little faster here. Yeah, we're just burning fuel and not making any progress. So pulling this trailer up is a little ridiculous. I don't know if that's going to help. This thing's powerful enough. Yeah, it didn't really make any difference. Yeah, trailer is definitely not the way to go if I got to come back down here. But yeah, the Falker DR1, Sop with Camel. There's a Sop with Camel and then the Spad. I think those were the three major. I'm trying to think, the French had. Was it? It's been so long since I've done any kind. Oh no! I just dumped over. Wasn't paying attention. Shit. I'll just drag it up the hill. Screw it. Deuce and a half, don't care. Well, maybe it does. Come on. Oh. We'll have to come back down and recover that. Oops. Exactly. Since it's got all the fuel, we probably ought to come back down and get that. Good Lord. Thing sucks up the fuel, but... Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We'll drop that right there. Can I get around that? It looks... Where are you going, trailer? Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. This trailer is the bane of my freaking existence right now. Alright, that'll keep it from sliding down the hill. Can I get around it, though? I think I can. Sorry, sign. You gotta go. Oh, Lord. It's gonna get all tangled up in there. Come on, sign. There we go. We'll drag it up the hill and then up and then right it. Probably the easiest thing to do. Oh yeah, it's not easy to drag, is it? All right, fine. Jeez, everybody's got to be so obstinate. Change truck. Detach trailer. Nobody wants to cooperate in this quarry. I don't know what the deal is. Let's see. I guess that technically that's a flipper truck, isn't it? Oh, jeez. Where's the flipper truck counter? There it is. It's disgusting. Come here, keyboard. You have to move the keyboard over where you reach it. All right, here we go. Yep, number 23. Not good. All right. There we go. Senior Chief, what's going on? Just trying to, you know, put a truck back on its tires. You know me. Can't drive. Apparently. Well, to be fair, I was towing the truck, so I just wasn't paying attention. I was running my mouth as usual. Just got up making coffee, huh? Yeah, I've already had 2 cups this morning. Gotta have the coffee, man. Gotta have the coffee. All right, we'll try the same trick with this thing. There we go. Easy pie, easy as pie. Easy as donuts. Attach the trailer. Good Lord. Get up the hill. Change the truck. Attach a winch. And away we go. Yeah, I had power waffles and coffee this morning. No donut this morning. My day kept me from getting donuts yesterday, which did not make me happy, but, you know, it is unfortunately what it is. All right, where are we going next? We got to go to the brick factory, right? Which is right there. So that shouldn't be too bad, right? Right? I'm not 100% confident anymore. All right, we'll start with the Pay Star, and we'll hook it to the Fleet Star and drag it, and then we will go from there. There's no point in hooking the Deuce and a Half up to a trailer until we know everybody's clear of the mud. Seeing as this whole area seems to have gotten really mushy. Can't imagine why, but get all this damn sand delivered to the brick production site. Try to stay out all this damn mud. Probably could have cut through there, but I think this will be sufficient. Unfortunately, I gotta get a whole bunch more fuel. Burned a lot of fuel on just getting out of the damn quarry because of that stupid trailer getting stuck in the mud. I've definitely decided no trailers in the quarry. That's just too much trouble. It is not a productivity multiplier. There we go. Okay. Now we need to get on the right mission here. Do, 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 do. There we go. Before I started streaming this game, I was doing a playthrough, and I hit restart, and it, like, reset the whole mission. I was almost done. I was so pissed. It's like, what did you do? I'd only need 4 more bricks, so that's good. All right, open up the storehouse and let's unload. Unload that. Unload the Fleet Star. I did not anticipate it taking almost 3 streams to get this done. Got any good plans for the weekend, Senior Chief? All right, and then we'll go get the deuce and a half. Do they have a release date on that, on the Aces of Thunder bug? Have they announced one yet? It's not a game I track much. I've run out of room on my gaming radar at this point. Between Roadcraft and... supposed to be this quarter? Okay, cool. Cool. That's my other problem now, is that I don't have the time to... I've almost gotten to the point where, I mean, if I do everything that I'm supposed to do, there's almost no time for casual gaming. Just like chill and play. It's crazy. Come on, baby. God bless, this trailer is just ridiculous. Plowing the field right now. Probably lose ships for a few months. Yeah, why not? You're playing something new, have fun with it. Ships will still be there. Well, it's been interesting. So I used to play Destiny 2. You know, I say interesting from the standpoint of a content creator, as small as I may be. But I used to play Destiny 2, and there were a bunch of people who were content creators for that game that I watched. Because that's a very complicated game. So keeping track, and you got to do, I mean, if you really want to do well at that game, it's daily, at least a couple hours a day at a minimum that you'd have to play. But probably one of the biggest streamers for that game was Aztec Cross. It's going to be a non-grind game. Oh, okay. So it's just dogfighting. You know, Destiny 2 is sort of on a fairly steep decline at this point. I don't know if they're ever going to be able to get it back on, you know, I mean, they pretty much announced that they were ending the game. And so he's been searching around, he's been searching around for, you know, other content to stream, because he's a full-time streamer. I mean, he's a big full-time streamer. He's got a huge community. And he's come across Warframe now, but it was interesting watching him play different games, trying to find something that clicked with people. Now, Warframe is a lot like Destiny 2, so obviously that works well. And it also, because most of his community is Destiny 2, you know, they're latching onto it as well. So that worked out for him. But if it weren't for, and Warframe's been around for a long time, but he'd never played it before. But like he was doing a co-op game with one of the devs over at Warframe and all that kind of stuff. So you can switch games, but it's not easy. And then the other option is you go the Asmongold Moist Critical route, which is you get to the point where you're reacting and doing commentary more than you're playing, and that's where your content is. But I don't know, it's an interesting, the whole thing's sort of an interesting watching people try to evolve from one game to the next, because I mean, if you've got your whole stream wrapped up in one game and the game dies for some reason, that's brutal. Alright, I'm almost out of fuel on this. Let's detach the trailer. I don't know if I have fuel in... Oops, almost hit the Jersey wall there. See if I have any fuel left in this trailer. If I don't, I'll have to bring the Chevy up here, fill it up, and then I'm going to have to go fill this thing up. Yeah, content creation is an interesting business. It really is. Oh no, we got plenty of fuel in here. Nice. Excellent. Alright. You know what? Set that guy over here. I need to fill this thing up. Now, filling this up is going to make it so that I've got to go fill the maintenance trailer up. But it's worth it. It saves a lot of time having this fuel in this thing. But yeah, you know, one of my favorite, and I have yet to find a game like this. To be honest, I haven't looked that hard. I mean, I don't do flight simulators that much. But there was a game, I think it was called Battle of Britain. Now this is back in the RPG days, so we're talking, you know, all the graphics were pink, blue, or pink, cyan, and yellow or whatever. But it was sort of a recreation of World War II, but it was, you could change, you know, you could pick one side or the other, and you could change your strategy. Like, we all know that the Germans, the Nazis, did not do so well in the Battle of Britain because they didn't take, that's what I want. Yep, that emptied that. They didn't take the idea of radar as seriously as they should have. So they didn't, you know, they didn't understand they were getting intercepted so effectively by the RAF, Royal Air Force. So, you know, you can decide what you, I mean, it's sort of a strategy game and also a flight simulator. So you send out the other flights, and then you're the lead for one of those flights, and you can switch from one squadron to the other. It was really cool. And then if you choose the British side, the game sends the Germans towards you, and you decide where your RAF squadrons go. That was a great game because it had sort of a real-time strategy element to it, and then also, you know, your flight simulator, combat flight simulator. I would love to see a game with modern graphics do that, because that was really cool. All right, I've got to figure out, do I go get fuel now? I think I've got enough to get the bricks over here. I've just got to figure out a better way to get the bricks. I mean, I guess I could just put bricks in the trucks, skip the trailer. While it may take a little longer, actually I only need to do 4 loads of bricks, right? So I could just do the Pay Star and the Fleet Star. All right, let's do that. And then what I'll probably do is follow them with the Deuce and a Half with the maintenance trailer. And the other option is, I wonder, Buzz Cola, what's up? Paper versus rocks. Yeah, exactly. Better graphics and better sounds for the rock paper scissors. Absolutely. Everyone knows that game. It'd be a lot of fun. You just go around town and you rock paper scissor people out of their belongings. All right, so let's do this. Let's fill this up. Get 2 loads of bricks in this and 2 loads of bricks in the other, and then we will use the. Whoops. What am I doing here? I ain't spending no damn money paying you to load my stuff. That's what I got cranes for. Alright. Open the storehouse up. Oh, I gotta get cement to make. Oh. Forgot all about that. Okay. Alright, where's the cement? So I need 8 cement altogether because I need 4 for the bricks and 4 for that. There's 4 here, aren't there? Is that warehouse? That's got 2 cement. Well, that's not too far away. So we could use those 2 there. It's on the island. On the island. What are you talking about, man? All right, so there's 8 cement there. So I could just go pick all those up. What is the most effective way to do that? There's got to be a shortcut, right, Senior Chief? Can I get through there? I'm trying to avoid all this mud here. So let's try this. So we're going to go here to here, here, here. Your swimmer ears getting to you? What? Now the question is can we get through here? Here to here to here to here to here, because that's all 8 cement, and then we need 4 concrete slabs, and those are there as well. Okay. All right. Eight cement. All right. Shortcut, that's right, Bug. You know me. It's donut shortcut. Shortcut donut. I know this drives Dart crazy. Hey, I'm just trying to find out a better way to do things. That's all. Somebody's got to be willing to do the experiment. And as I get bored easy because of my ADHD, I'm the guy to do it. It usually doesn't work out well, but, you know. Sometimes it does. These are the risks you got to take sometimes. However, I'm not going to try to pick up all 8 in one go because that's just not going to work out. You need a helicopter. I do. That would be awesome. Big cargo helicopter. Big Sikorsky helicopter. The Sky Crane. Sikorsky Sky Crane. I can just pick the whole truck up. Let's put some light on the subject here. Like I said, the risky part is the cutting through the woods as opposed to driving through the mud. That mud just cost me so much money in fuel. It just kills me. And with fuel being... The closest fuel station here is $22 a gallon, man. It's like, gotta try it. for $50,000? Yeah. See, because I think that's the... Well, there's a route there, too, isn't there? I wonder if I can cut through there. That would be a more direct route. Well, no. See, then I still have to deal with all this crap. All right, we're going to keep going this way. We'll try this first. If that doesn't work, we'll go that route. Is that where I'm going? Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is. Try to get so I can see my other truck, because I don't want to flip it. Try not to flip any more trucks. I've already flipped one this morning. I don't need to be doing no more flip a truck. Yeah, that's $50,000 an hour probably, especially in New Game Plus. That would be a fun mod though. Just have a helicopter come in and pick your, or even just as an animation, if you did a recovery, have a big Sikorsky sky crane come in or something, or one of the Russian helicopters, one of the Russian heavy lift helicopters come in and pick your truck up, fly it back to your base. All right, here we go. Shortcut into the woods. See how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, just do, you know, an animation of some sort. You know what? Here, let's turn this off. We'll do that. Let's do it one truck at a time here. Get ready to smack that Y button. Alright. Of course, I'm trying this at night once again. Why I'm always trying to do these shortcuts at night. It's just masochism, that's all it is. I like the pain. That's right, Night Walker. Night Driver. Night Rider. Night Rider. Just need to get the truck to talk to me. Use that to keep the throttle response under control. I use the transmission for that as much as anything else, just keeping the throttle spot. And I've got an Elite Pro controller, and trying to modulate the throttle is still... I've got an idea for a wheel setup that I think will work, because the thing I don't like about using the wheel in general is doing camera control, because as you guys can see, I flip the camera around a lot. And so trying to find a good way to do that, I have not come up with, but I have an idea that I'm going to try off stream at some point and see if that works. So if it works, then I'll start bringing my wheel stand in here and use the wheel, which I think would be fun. I'm a little concerned that shortcut won't work as well going out, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I would think that that seems to be, even though I mean some of the North Province and Gaming Wheel and stuff, that they don't do that, but I think it would be cool. I'd like to get a wheel camera, like Pixel Operative. He did some racing videos, and he's got a full racing setup, and people do like to see that stuff. I mean, some of the really big, especially like the American, which I find interesting, the American Truck Simulator and stuff. Those guys, a lot of those guys have got the full setup going on. Buzz. Only if you're a chick does the feet camera work. Nobody wants to see my hobbit feet. My hairy toes and all that stuff. I'd get some cool cowboy boots and do that. That would be good. I always find that so funny when people ask these e-girls for shots of their feet and stuff. It's like, dude, come on. No. We're not doing, no. We're not paying you anything. Just put the stuff on the dock. There we go. Anchor. Money's money, baby. Yeah. Let's start multi-streaming to OnlyFans. But no, you're not wrong. I mean, of all the things to show people on camera, your feet are not really... I know it weirds people out, but, you know, it's like, would you rather show your butt or your feet? Of course, it seems... I will tell you, and this is no disparaging on female streamers, but the butt seems to be more... They're more willing to do that than their feet, which I find kind of wild. But, you know, whatever. You do you, girl, but... It's like, why does the feet wig you out, but showing somebody your boobs doesn't? It's a strange world we live in. Truly strange world we live in. And it really doesn't take much. You know, every once in a while, YouTube sends me something in my feed, and it's usually a game. You know, some woman playing a game, but all it takes for her to do is wear a low-cut shirt, and, you know, subscribership goes through the roof, and it's like, okay. Gooners be gooners, I guess. And I like watching female streamers, even if they're not attractive. I mean, you know, there aren't many. It's hard to be successful and be both, or be one. You're good at the game, but you're not attractive. But it does exist, but it's rare. And a leather vest, Buzzcola. Are you trying to tell me something, Buzzcola? What's going on there? You're just consulting, right? Yeah, that's all you need to see. All gooners need to see is the cleavage. Though, have you guys seen? Hey, you know, hey, whatever, you do you, man. But and actually, if you look, you know, apparently on OnlyFans, if you look at the stats, there are a fair number of guys on OnlyFans, but they are, you know, gay content, not for women to watch. So. I'm sure women do watch gay guys, but, you know, that's a whole different dynamic. They do it for different reasons, I guess. But Joe Rogan's got a great bit on that whole thing. It's like, if it were legally allowed, guys would have jeans with a window in it if they're well endowed. They'd be showing it to everybody because guys are like that. And I don't think he's wrong, to be honest with you. I think if it were legal for guys to walk around with their junk hanging out and they were proud of their junk, they would absolutely do it. Yeah. About 2 gay guys killing family. Yeah, it's really women's... What's popular with women is really interesting. I mean, they like horror movies. The demographic for horror movies is far more female than it is male, and then of course you have these murder mysteries and all that stuff. So, yeah, they seem to like stuff that makes them really uncomfortable like that. Guys tend to go for stuff that makes them happy, which is a really kind of an interesting concept. Alexa, stop. But and I may have talked about it on here or on the other one. How to clean a house. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of those. Yeah, where they're cleaning the house in see-through clothes. And they get to the point where they're either cleaning a window or a mirror. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole genre. And, of course, that's because guys are pervy, but Alexis. But yeah, you know that. The number one content for women, and apparently 2 engineers did this thing a long time ago, and it's been backed up by subsequent studies, is, you know, the woman meeting a bad guy and reforming him and making him a romantic guy who's still a bad guy basically in the bedroom kind of thing. I mean, 50 Shades of Grey is sort of like that. 50 Shades of Grey, he's kind of an asshole all the time. But she does reform him apparently in the latter movies. And yes, I did read the first book. I mean, let's be honest, guys. If you're smart, if that many women are interested in what's going on in that book, to me, it seemed logical to find out what's going on in that book. I mean, it's like an instruction manual, and you don't want to read it because you got some, I don't know. You do you, but that just didn't make any sense to me. So I did read the first book. I didn't watch any of the movies. I had no interest in those, but I thought the books were interesting. And it's interesting. Like, I find the porn, the business of porn, far more interesting than the content of porn. I don't really find porn all that interesting. But the business of porn, I think, is a really interesting subject. The amount of money people, not only in the United States but all over the world, spend on porn is huge. Why am I getting stuck here in the freaking loading dock? Really? One of the other interesting things, and I didn't understand this until I was watching the Sean Ryan podcast. You're not going to buy any this year? Well, there's so much free porn now. It's like people putting out this AI stuff, and the AI stuff looks almost as good as the real thing anymore, from what I've seen. And I've been trying to get into, understand and how to program AI just in general. And obviously that part of AI is quite popular. How to make that kind of content and stuff. So it's kind of pointless. Yeah, it's definitely kind of pointless. They're just taking your money. That's all that is. Amaranth is an interesting subject in all of herself, the way she's run her business. And there are a lot of YouTube channels who have talked about how she's run her business. Like, she made most of her money, I think it was last year or the year before last, but she made most of her money on her texting. I don't know, can you call it an app? Oh, I mean, it is a texting app. And it's people paying her like $10 a month to get texts from her, like good morning, kiss kiss, good night, can't wait to talk to you. And it's like, there's like 10 million people. There's a million of you doing this. Do you really think she's sitting on her couch texting all of you? But people paid for it. And of course now there's AI girlfriends that are just apps. And right. Yeah. Exactly. And, well, it's almost more interesting that people actually it's close enough to it's one of the reasons, for instance, the porn that women like to watch is couples porn, because there's an emotional aspect to it. Guys don't need that. That's why prostitution, the second oldest profession, the first oldest being sailing, which is where the prostitution comes in. But actually, I think prostitution is probably the first profession, because that's almost a survival mechanism in many respects. And before they had ships, I guarantee you somebody was selling themselves for something, trading sex for resources. So it's probably the first profession. At any rate, but yeah. Porn, guys, don't have to have the emotional connection for sex. You know, it could just be the physical. It's still not as good, obviously, as it's still not as good as, obviously, a relationship. But for most guys, it's close enough. Which, again, is sad. But it is what it is. So, you know, so the AI girlfriend, give me your money. Well, and that works. I mean, and the more you're willing to show, the more money you make and whatnot. And, you know, guys are willing to pay for that stuff. A lot of money. The crazy thing is the guys who spend like $100,000 a year on these girls thinking, and you know in the back of their minds, they think there's a chance that she's going to, like, hook up with him. And it's like, what are you... really? And again, that shows that guys do want a relationship. I mean, I've had friends... I've been married most of my life, so... but I've had friends who dated women who just wanted an F-buddy. And they get bored of it after a while, because if you're honest with yourself, you want more than that. But there are people who, you know... I mean, you get to a point where you're just like, yeah, I'll deal with it. You know, that's good enough, and you move on. But... I don't know. Relationships and human behavior is just fascinating to me. And that whole industry is capitalizes on that like nobody's business. So, but you're right. But like I watch, you know, I used to play Apex Legends all the time, and I watched Lulu Lovely. Lulu doesn't... Now, on her Instagram, she shows, you know, she wears... normal outfits, skirts and tank tops and stuff like that, and I'm sure people watch that. But she's a really good player. Yeah. Well, you know, yeah, I was married for 30 plus years. I'm in no rush to get into a relationship with anybody. So yeah, I understand that completely. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it takes a toll on the guys and the girls. There's no doubt. But relationships in general just take a toll on you. It's, you know. But in the end, I think everybody wants one. Yeah. I could definitely understand that. And that's kind of the shame of it, because I'm not going the right way, am I? Crap. I think we run solo here. Alright, yeah, this is the way I want to go here. Yeah, and that does happen. I mean, you get to a point where you're both sort of familiar with each other, and the thrill is gone, kind of thing. Again, my ex-wife and I dated for 10 years before we got married, and we were married for 22. So, sort of, you know. And things for... I'll be honest, I'm probably not a good assessor of the relationship, of how it really was. I thought it was going pretty well. But it definitely... well, and that's the other thing is I have seen this and experienced it myself. I have seen it with other people, both relatives and friends, that once they get married, it changes the relationship a lot. Right. No, you're right, Jay. You know, I'm a bit of a fan of Ronald Reagan, and when you read, there's a book out, somebody published his love letters to Nancy. And it's amazing. Their relationship from the very first date they had, their relationship seemed to be rock solid. I think their first date, the restaurant had to actually kick him out because they were sitting there talking for so long. The place was trying to close up. You know, how often does that happen? I don't think very often. I think people get settled in and they're like, well, I could have a better relationship with somebody, but, you know, then I've got to go through all that trouble again, and frankly, this isn't that bad, so I'm just going to stick with this. And I say that because that's a lot of what I did in the latter part of my relationship with my ex-wife. So, you know, it's like I said, relationships are tough. They really are. And finding somebody that you click with so well that you stay with them the rest of your life, I'm sure is amazing. I would have loved to have found that the first time around, but you know. And so, what do you do? The question is, what do? Do you just keep looking until you find that person, or do you find somebody that at least you can, you know, be okay with and spend your life with them, or do you become single and just stay that way? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm still working that one out, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, again, human relationships are very, very fascinating. You know, and I'm sure guys like, yeah, well, yeah, there's that, you know, but I'm sure guys, you know, there's plenty of guys in my community that, you know, well, what do you do? I mean, oops. Probably don't need to do that. Well, let's do this. You know, you get to the point, I mean, again, I'm almost 60 years old. Now, I will, you know, my dad, for instance, who's 20 years older than I am, so he's 78, and he has a girlfriend. His wife died. He moved to Florida. He's got a girlfriend. They hang out all the time. Really enjoy have fun together. So, you know. Yeah, that's... I think you're right, Buzz Cola. What you don't want to do is completely give up on it, so you're not paying attention, because you never know when you might meet your soulmate. And I think, you know, the best stories are when, you know, it's the husband and wife, and the husband dies and the wife dies 3 minutes later of heartbreak. I mean, those kind of stories are really, they really hit you, you know. It's like, yeah, that's amazing. Again, how often does that happen? I think those are the exception rather than the rule, but, you know. And like, you know, now that I've been married and divorced, am I ever getting married again? No. If I were a young guy and still not had a family, still not had kids, for instance, I might consider getting married again, but I know a lot of guys aren't that are young, you know, 20s, early 30s, and they've just said, yeah, screw it, I'm not interested. So, and there's a lot of women also who've decided, you know what, if I get pregnant, I'll just take care of the kid, and I'm not dealing with a dude, and move on, which is sad. Of course, that explains things like birth rates and economy. It's amazing how many things that affects, but I think we've definitely, to some degree, have gotten to that area. All right, let's drop this stuff off here, because we got to go get one more load of cement, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I think, you know, doing even a civil union or something like that is certainly something that I would consider. You know, it would I'd have to be in a pretty serious relationship, but again, I'm not having kids anymore. I put an end to that nonsense permanently. You know, I'm too old for that stuff. I do not want to be raising a kid at this age. You know, I know some people do it, and no thanks. I'm not interested. So what's the point of getting married at that point, you know? And I know we've all seen guys who get married over and over and over and over, and it's like every time they get taken to the cleaners. And the whole time they're like, "Oh no, this is the last one. We're going to be together forever." And then 2 years later, they're a divorce court. And it's like, dude, stop getting freaking married. You're not good at it. I mean, at that point, you should realize that you're not good at being married. Stop. Just stop. All right, let's see. So we got... Oh, here. I need to back up. That's what I need to do. There we go. You came here for SnowRunner, and you ended up getting relationship advice. Yeah, the daddy uncle. Exactly, Buzz. Exactly. Well, and that's the other thing. Being a step parent is is a mess. An absolute mess. I don't... Yeah, I want to make bricks. Yeah. Alright, and then let's load up the bricks. The step boyfriend, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. You know, I mean, sometimes it can work out. You know, my dad, when my mom and dad got divorced, I was like 2. And my dad found his new wife, and she had 3 kids, and they got along fine. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, it was interesting. I did see. Whoops. Let's see. Do this, and then we got to get 4 sets of bricks to the paper factory, right? Yep. So we load that there. But the number one, and I don't know if you can call it cause, but it's hard not to. The number one indicator of an abusive household or abused child is if they have a step parent in the house. And I don't know what that's, you know, I didn't dig into it that deeply, but I'd be willing to bet in most of those cases it's the step parent who's the abusive one. But it might be the parent too, because the kid still wants attention, and now you're giving attention to this whole new person that the kid doesn't really have as much of a connection with. I don't know. But that's, you know, that's sad, but unfortunately it is the reality. Empirically, that's sort of the deal. So, getting into, and I've known people who have been step parents or step girlfriend or step boyfriend, and it's pretty rare that it works out. Like you said, Jay, the other person has got to be really squared away. It's unusual that seems to work out. Oops, gotta pack the cargo. What am I doing? Stop it. There we go. Pack the cargo. All right. So we'll take this to the paper factory. Actually, you know what? I might go get the concrete because all the slabs we need are right there. Huh. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it a little better. You're not trying to raise kids, and they're confused about who dad is and stuff. When my dad got married or started dating his second wife, I think most of her kids were in their teens, so it was a little easier. But yeah, they really do. And they've got to, I mean, you know, there's got to be some chill going on. If the original divorce was really chaotic and there's lots of drama and, you know, the ex-husband's showing up beating on the door at 2 in the morning and stuff like that, that's a tough situation. I wouldn't want to be any part of that at all. There's just a lot of risk going on there. Second kid was terrible. Oof. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's no good. And you see that on you see, you know, the indication of that on the internet where you know, people talk about that kind of those kind of situations, and generally speaking, they just, well, and you see women, you know, single moms, especially, I don't even know if it's just divorced single moms, but you see single moms struggling with the fact that nobody wants to date them, and it's like, you know, if you're a guy, especially an older guy, you've already had kids, do you really want to mess with all that? I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, it's a tough situation. All right, let's go get... How are we on fuel? All right, I've got enough fuel. So let's fuel up. Let's go get the concrete slabs, and that way we only have to take the slabs from here to... We don't have to go all the way back over there. Yeah. It got buried in the suitcases, did you? Yeah. Yeah, I just, you know. And that's sort of the tough thing. Like, at my age, you know, do I date somebody who doesn't, you know, if I decide to start dating again, do I date somebody who doesn't have kids? Or do I decide to date somebody who has adult kids? I will tell you that, you know, I have had a personal experience, or a close experience, you know, somebody that I knew was close with, who was dating somebody whose kids were adults, and they were absolute shits to her. And, I mean, you know, that part of the relationship got real rocky in the end. He passed away, so this is a much older friend, but he passed away, and the kids just tried to rob her of frickin' everything. And it's like that. You would think if you're in your 30s and 40s, you'd be adult enough to be like, yeah, that's fine. You know, what do I care? But again, it's money, and money gets involved. And of course, his ex-wife was an absolute witch of a person to my friend too. So yeah, it's well, and there is some of that, Jay. That's true. You know, all of her friends were like, you need it. And even the guy was like, you know, we need to get the paperwork done, and she just didn't want to face the fact that the end could come. And that's, had she been smarter about that, I think it would have been a much better situation. But you know, again, people don't want to face these things until it hits, which was sad, but it is what it is. All right, let's back this thing up. We'll back this up and get it turned around here. And we'll go get these concrete slabs. Now, wait a minute. These are concrete slabs, right? So they're two-spot. Wonder if I could take the trailer and pick all four up. Or do I just make two runs? All right, hold on a second. I should have made myself another cup of coffee. So let's see. This warehouse has got 4 slabs and 4 cement. I'm thinking of running everything to the brick here, because from here out, it's not easy, but it's not the end of the world either. It seems to me to be better to bring everything I can from here out first. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just trying to think. The route wasn't too bad. I could bring the trailer as well. Could get all 4 in one go. All right, let's do that. All right. Let's get the... Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some of that, Jay. Just kind of continue that conversation. But the fact that they were kids and, you know, weren't. I mean, the fact that they were adults. But again, do you get into those situations or not? I you know, again, my dad's dating somebody, you know, in his 70s. You know, and he's enjoying life. So, but. And my grandfather did the same thing. I mean, he dated while he was in his 80s. Yeah. And the funny thing was, he got married. Again, you know, if you're in your 80s, you're very traditional. And he got married to her, and then he divorced her. And He divorced her, but he bought her an apartment next to his so that they could just kind of hang out together, because he was like, I'm done with the married thing. I'm just not doing it anymore. He didn't want to live with her anymore. But he still wanted to hang out with her, so that's what they did. And of course she benefited because he bought her an apartment near his, but yeah, and that's, you know, some of that's generational as well, I'm sure. But I couldn't see getting married at this point. I don't see the benefit of it. I mean, at my age, if I'm dating somebody even in their 30s, they've got their own stuff. Now, I used to race sailboats, and there was a couple on there, and they had their own houses, and they kept their own houses. They didn't get married. They had both gotten divorced. But I mean, as far as I know, they're still together. I mean, I see them on Facebook. They're still together, and that was 20 years ago. But they were like, what's the point of getting married? They weren't going to have kids. They've got their own thing. They've got their own jobs. So, you know, just hang out. Have fun. They're exclusive to each other. They don't date other people. They don't have an open relationship. But, you know, if one of them wants to date somebody else, then they have an agreement. It's like, then you let me know, and we'll end our relationship. You go your way, and I go mine, and that's the end of it. I mean, that would hurt, obviously, but neither one of them's interested in a you know, these open relationships they have now, which most of the time I see people doing those, it's a disaster. So I don't know that I would give that a whirl. That always seems to turn into trouble fast. Damn, I should have eaten a bigger breakfast. I think I'm hungry. I am ending this so it's 9:30 now. I am ending the stream at 11 because I've got things I've got to do by noon. But, and I think I'm doing the same schedule tomorrow. Yeah, it's the same schedule tomorrow. So I'll be on at 8. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I wanted. For a second there, I thought it had gone to the Fleet Star. Now the question is, do I pull the trailer with this, or do I pull the trailer with a deuce and a half? Probably do I don't know, the deuce and a half just eats up so much fuel. Yeah, we'll pull it with a deuce and a half if we need to. We'll try it with this first. Is the car fixed? No, the car is not fixed. That is on the docket after I take care of do the errand that I got to do at noon. Well, this is the best. This is better on gas than the deuce and a half, by a little bit, not by much. The deuce and a half just eats up. Even though if you put it in the higher range of the low gear, it's not bad. It's like 3.5 gallons a minute. I mean, it is bad, but it's not as bad. But I think this will be better on fuel. And come on, what are you doing? Tuck this bugger up in there. There we go. I just think this will have the power to actually drag the thing out of there. I don't know that the Fleet Star really does. Fleet Star's a good truck, but its power is not what it needs to be. And the fuel mileage doesn't decrease that much when it's towing stuff. So, because yeah, fuel is definitely a consideration here. Who needs straps? That's right. Straps, spaps. We don't need that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Roadcraft handles that, because I noticed in the gameplay trailer they had a truck with like 3 pipes in it, and they were like thrown in there all whacked up, and I don't know if that's just how they set it up or what, and then it's all strapped down, so I don't know if it's got more dynamic straps, because there were a lot of things. There were several clips in there where trucks were pulling like doors open with the winch and stuff, or pulling walls down with the winch. which I thought was interesting. So I don't know if there's a more dynamic winch point system or what the deal is. So, just wondering if this would be a better way to go. Well, not really. Now, I think I'll go... I know the other way works, so we're going to stick to that. I don't need to be wigging dart out too much. How did I come... Okay, so I went here, and then here. Let's see. And then it's here. There we go. Oh, did it sound like that? Okay. Oh, you know, that's a good point. You know, I'd forgotten that. I don't do stuff on PC, so that's good to know. Yeah, I was originally going to do it from the Xbox, but every time I do the Xbox, you know, you pause on the Xbox, then it shows like 3 videos down below and all of the other stuff. So it's good to know that you can do K. That's I appreciate that. I didn't know that. I don't watch YouTube on the PC that much. So I do appreciate that. Is that where I'm going? For some reason, this turn throws me off. I don't know what the deal is there. I do like this truck. It seems more stable than it did when first time I played it. I'm going to flip the Fleet Star over if I drag it around with a trailer. So, all right, Buzz. Man, thanks again for the music. That's awesome. I listen to it even when I'm not streaming and stuff, so I really appreciate your work on that. You and Gaz are champions. Absolute champions. All right, man. Have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. All right. So I've got 8 spots here, so I should be able to pick up the 4 cement I need and at least 2 of the concrete slabs. And then I'll just take the 2 trucks back and pick up the other concrete slabs, I guess. Alright. Change truck. Lord. But yeah, I saw that when I was watching that gameplay trailer, and I've watched it a couple times since then, looking for other stuff. And there's some, I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really interested in how much you can control, how much you need to do logistics versus how much you need to do driving. So, like, if I want to drive more, how much do I need to do? You know, set up logistics runs and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Like I saw a video today. I think it was on IGN, but I saw a video today. Oh, did I miss a turn? Oh no, I haven't yet. Okay, good. I saw a video today talking about the bulldozers and how they're handled. And so, like, blade height, you can set on automatic so that you if you want to flatten out a pile of sand or a piece of dirt or whatever, or part of the road, you can set it at a height, and the game will keep the height the way it should be, so you don't have to constantly control that. So I don't know. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see how it all works out. But I'm excited for it. This is going to be an interesting turn coming back up, but I think it'll be all right. I'll just have to stick close to the rock on that side and then turn to the left. I think I'll just drive this all the way down, get it turned around, and then bring the Fleet Star back, and then bring the Fleet Star down. Damn, I'm hungry. Get a snack bar here in a second. I think once we get this truck parked, I'll do that. Two little waffles didn't quite cut it this morning. And I don't have any donuts, so there's that. Now, getting the trailer in here and loading it up is going to be interesting. I might just... You know what? I might drop the trailer here. Huh. Oops, that's not what I want to do. That way. No. There we go. Yep, I'm hitting trees, I think. Yep. I was indeed hitting trees. Yep. Did that backwards. Need to go the other way. Alright. What I'm trying to do is get around to the side here. It's just not working, is it? Hate these trailers, man. Sorry about your fence, dude. There we go. Well, that didn't work out at all. I thought I had it there, but no. I'm making this harder than it should be. Let's be honest. What I'll do is I'll load up the 2 concrete slabs on the truck and drop them onto the trailer. Set the trailer about here so I can just pull it around. Oops. There we go. All right. Anchor, crane mode. Oops. Actually picked up the concrete slab easier than I thought it would. Nose itches. Do 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 do. Whoops. Oh, jeez. Alright. Clearly don't need a second job. Don't quit my job to be a crane operator, right? Let's do that. Digging a bit of a hole there. Activating. Oops. All right, and then we'll pick up 2 bags of cement. Oh. Need some of that cement. Oops, there we go. I think we can do straight crane mode here. Oop. Don't think we need to put the anchors out for this. Should raise it up though. Jeez. Okay. It's herky-jerky all kinds of ways. Alright. Restore the crane. Pack it to cargo. Whoops. I'll go forward. I'm hungry. All right. Now to get all this turned around. That'll be interesting. There we go. Ah! Why does it do that? Grind until you find it. Stupid trailer. Stupid trailer. Oops. Let's try this. Dude's gonna charge me a ton of money for this fence. Lord. Got this thing all jackknifed up. Come on now. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's a way to flip a truck, too. .20 turn. Psst. Come on. All right, there we go. We'll get this lined up. We'll bring the Fleet Star down. I need something to eat, though, man. My stomach rumble is driving me crazy. I'll be right back. Ugh. Here we go. All right, be right back.
Donuts and dollars, streaming war, cruel battles faced, never to ignore. SnowRunner, he conquers the cold, boulders his foe, relentless and bold. Screens ablaze with virtual fights, victory earned through endless nights. Streaming chaos, a passionate drive on YouTube, Twitch, he's alive. In frost and mud, trucks he commands. Boulders strike, crush dreams in his hands. But he grinds on, fierce and relentless. Strength unmatched, utterly senseless. Screens ablaze with virtual fights. Victory earned through endless nights. Streaming chaos, a passionate drive on YouTube, Twitch. He's alive. World of Warships, fleets collide, torpedoes lurk, teammates misguide, strategic battles, oceans roar, walls of steel, enemies at the door. Fate decided by a stream, digital worlds, nightmares that scream, donuts to dollars, relentless power, nights of war, hour by hour.
Alright. Back to driving. Alright, let's get this Fleet Star. There we go. Get the Fleet Star in here, get it loaded up. Over the river and through the woods. To Grandma's warehouse we go. Fleet Star knows the way to carry the truck. Musical improvisation is clearly not a skill I have, so. Alright, we'll load up 2 more things of concrete in here, and that will have everything, or 2 more things of cement, excuse me. And we'll have everything we need to do to make our bricks, for the rest of our bricks. Actually, we probably could take these. I think we got enough bricks for now, so we could just take these to these for cement. We'll take these straight to the plant because that'll satisfy that. And then we'll see if we can find. I think we got some concrete slabs closer to the paper plant. We'll pick those up. Lord, we've made a mud hole out of this mess. Jeez. Okay. Anchors out. Anchors away. Well, that's a bit sloppy. Okay. Oh, jeez, come on. Boy, my crane skills are just crap today. Absolute crap. All right. Change trucks. Go ahead and refuel while we're sitting here. I don't know how I'm supposed to make any money with all the fuel I'm burning up for this mission. Definitely a loss. A money loser here. I think I've burned probably at least as much fuel as they're going to pay me. It's not good. Having to get the truck and dig them out is not out of the quarry was not anticipated at all. Try not to flip the Fleet Star over. There we go. Now getting this trailer through these woods is going to be real entertaining. Yeah, apparently getting the trailer up the hill is going to be entertaining. Lower gear, maybe? Come on. All right, fine. Be that way. Hold on a second. I have to whip out the 2.5 on it again. God, I've almost burned through a whole nother tank of fuel. I mean, that's nuts. And this one tank of fuel, I think, is 800 some odd dollars. So the fact that I've almost burned through it, just getting this part of the mission done, is not a good indicator for profitability. It'd be nice if I got to another map and the fuel prices were a little on the lower side. $18 and $22 a gallon is just ridiculous. Alright, let's stop here. Get the deuce and a half. Yeah, you can see the lower gearing is less than 2 gallons a minute, so it may be slow, but the thing is, it's hard to tell. Am I on the better side of the equation? Because if you put it in automatic, it's burning like 5 gallons a minute with no load. But yeah, well, it definitely in these settings, it's on this map, it's definitely ridiculous. But that's, you know, that was one of the reasons I did that, was when I did the New Game Plus settings, was I set the fuel to random. You can, I think you can put a minimum and a maximum on it, and I probably should have done that. $22 a gallon is a bit much, but again, that's the challenge, you know. That's where the challenge comes in. It's like, can you do enough, make enough in order to cover the fuel costs and still make money and buy trucks that you need and all that stuff. So, you know, it's closer to a simulation, I guess, from that standpoint than just playing regular hard mode. In regular hard mode, you still pay for it, but the gas is, you know, $2 a gallon or something, which is probably more realistic, but you know, to current day, but I don't know. Like I said, I was just shooting for the extra challenge, and I got it, because I have had to do some serious juggling around in order to cover the cost of fuel. And some of the other smaller games, like doing the race games and stuff like that, I can do those. They don't take as much. They're actually more profitable. They don't pay as big a chunk, but they're more profitable. But then you don't get the main missions done. So you got to kind of use those to your advantage when you can. And you also be careful of the trucks you get, too. I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm using the Fleet Star and still, and the Chevy still, is I don't have to buy a replacement for them. Don't flip you. Don't you flip. We don't need any of that flipping nonsense. No flipping. Flipper, no flipping. Alright. Get a bite of my sandwich here because I'm hungry. But yeah, this map, I mean, because it wasn't, I think it was like 8 and 12 or something on the Michigan map, but here it's 16 or 18 and 22 or 16 and 22. 16 is expensive. 22 is just stupid. That's why I'm trying to do things like have a trailer, you know, so I can carry more load per run, but it just may not be worth it. City Flyer, what's going on? Good morning. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, see, now we're burning, what, 6 gallons a minute? That's just crazy. Everything's so soft on this map. Oh, come on. What I got? I don't have anything to winch to here either, do I? Seriously? Alright, let's we'll gear down and see if that helps. There we go. Did you see the Roadcraft trailer, City Flyer? It'll be interesting to see how the modding goes with that. Oh my god, come on! Alright, I should be able to attach to something. Oop. I gotta use a winch to get this thing up this hill. It's just not worth it. I'm thinking the trailer's just not worth it. Or at least not this trailer. It's just too hard to get it through the mud. Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't gotten on the public test server. I want to, though. I haven't had time to dig into it. I don't have SnowRunner on my PC at the moment, so I've got to do that, and then I got to get on the server and all that other stuff. So I got to figure a way out of here. Huh. New maps are locked? Oh, really? Huh. I know some people have been playing on it, so I wonder what that's about. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know enough about the public test server at this point to offer any advice there. Because I saw, I think it was North Province that I was watching. I think he was playing on the new maps. And I know Gaming Wheel and Gaming with JJ, I think both of them were on. But I just saw their thumbnails. I didn't see that. I didn't actually watch the stream. I didn't have time, unfortunately. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Well, that doesn't surprise me, honestly. The quality of Epic's work has not been what I would consider their best here recently. But still one of the biggest distributors, so it is what it is, but of course Focus could just, well, they seem to be fairly straight up guys, so that is probably the truth. But who knows? And the fact that all that stuff, they can get all that stuff coordinated is pretty incredible. I remember the good old days of doing LAN parties to play Doom together, so the fact that we can play games with each other from opposite sides of the frickin' planet is pretty extraordinary when you think about it. Alright. Alright, Fleet Star is out. Oops. Alright. I'm thinking... yeah. So once I get this trailer... oops. Once I get this trailer to the factory, I'm just going to ditch it. I'm going to unpack the stuff and ditch it, and I'll just use the trucks to... oh, playing around in Black River? Okay. So have you been able to play with the Mott, the new truck, the new heavy truck? I will tell you that I'm not super thrilled with what I've seen so far out of the Mac pack. I don't know that I'm going to get it. Unless they're a whole lot better than they look in actual play. I don't... oops, excuse me. I don't know that I'm going to bother. Alright. It just doesn't seem to be worthwhile to bring in trailers up these gullies and stuff. It's just too frickin' soft. I think I'll just stick with the 2 trucks and then keep the deuce and a half if they get stuck. And I suppose I could go for a shorter trailer on both of them. That might work better. What's going on? What the... was it hung up on something? Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? Is it hung up on a boulder or something? Yeah, this trailer's just a pain in the ass. That's all there is to it. It's hung up all the time. Don't flip over, piece of crap. Bane of my existence. All right. Get the Fleet Star out of here. Oh, the new trailers you can see? Yeah. Oh, is it? You delete that first. I wish I could sell it. The New Game Plus I had set up here, you can't sell it. You don't get any money for selling trailers, so. Oops. Back up just a little bit. There we go. I mean, I find it useful on... oh my god, I forgot to... I find it useful for some applications, so I usually keep it, but... man, that thing has just been driving me crazy recently. The terrain on this Wisconsin map is just too soft and too hilly, and it's just not suited well for it at all. Gets hung up on rocks and hills, and it's crazy. Where's the Fleet Star going? Got a mind of its own. So yeah, we're just going to ditch that here. We'll come back and get... I don't save any fuel by using it. Like I said, I'd probably be better off with just 2 short trailers, because they tend to have more ground clearance. Unpack the cargo, detach the trailer, pack the cargo. That way I can come back and get those. Oops. Let's not run into that. Now we're running into bricks. We're running into the trailer. Who's driving this thing? Blind man? What the hell? Alright. So let's get this concrete. We've got enough bricks, right? I think we've got enough bricks that we can come back and get those. Or not concrete, but cement. Cement. Two more in stock, and we've made 2. Yeah, so we've got enough bricks made for this mission, so we'll just take this cement straight to the paper factory, and then we'll come back and get the concrete slabs. Change truck. Started the engine, and then we'll, if I need the 1.5 to pull them out of the gully here, I'll have, no, I'll have that as backup. Now, I'm sorely tempted to, like, drive through the woods and avoid this whole thing, but I don't know that I've got a clear path for that. I really don't, unfortunately. And we could try that, something like that. Just wondering if there's a way to avoid the gully altogether. Because that's a pain. It really is. What am I stuck on? weird. What the hell am I stuck on? Is the free start? Here, let's see if it's the fleet start stuck. Might be the fleet. Oh, nope. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Morning, Potato. Tom Potato, what's going on? Trying to find a way around this mud. That's what's going on. Am I stuck on? I must be stuck on something. Yeah, I guess I was stuck on something on that tree. Nice and slow, so don't roll it. No, 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 no. Oh, my. Ah, jeez. Really? Tam, what's going on? How you doing? As you can see, I'm having issues. Let's see. Well, if I can self-recover, I can avoid calling it a flip-a-truck. But I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. Nope, don't do that. It'll shut the engine off. Well, I got myself in a bit of a pickle, don't I? Let's see here. Huh. Where's the... Come on, give me the point I want. There we go. Whoo! Okay. Okay. Now the problem is that we dumped our cargo out. Trying to figure out how to get... Okay. Damn shortcuts, man. Just chilling. Yeah, you know, I try to do that, but it doesn't seem to work out that way very often, unfortunately. My propensity for trying things continually gets me in trouble here. Whoops. What am I wedged up against now? Come on. You can do it. I've got myself in quite the hole. Alright, self-recovery. This would be entertaining. Can I pick the cargo back up without flipping the truck over? Go for the short one first, or the close one first. The lighting in the back of this truck is crap. This one's going to be more entertaining. Should still be alright, though. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Alright, we'll restore the crane. Pack a day cargo. Now, the problem is that I'm pointed completely the wrong direction. Apparently, ye old Fleet Star does not like that hill. I gotta go out here, turn around, and we'll try it again. We'll try to be a little smarter about it, though. At least a little bit. Again, trying to do this in the dark, as usual. I don't know what it is with me driving in the dark, but I seem to really enjoy it. As a matter of fact, turn that off. Where's the Chevy? It's got almost no fuel left in it either. Jeez. Well, let's see here. I've used up all my fuel here. Probably the fastest way to fuel is... yeah. Oops. Burned up a whole scout trailer full of fuel and then some. And haven't even gotten out of here yet. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not getting fuel there because it's too damned expensive. Whoo! That's a long way to go. How much fuel is in the deuce and a half? 55. It's probably not enough to get there, is it? Well, Well, I'm not sure what the best strategy is here. Though I could... That one's almost empty. That one's only got 28%. All right. I think what I'll do is I will take this and just drive it all the way out. Fill the scout trailer back up and bring it back, and then I can get the fleet start stuff. It just doesn't make sense to drive a whole nother vehicle all the way out here when this one is already... Oops. Assuming it'll make it. Alright, there we go. Potato, are you home or are you still on the road? Yeah, I think if I get out of here, ditch this cargo, fill this fuel tank up, come back and I'll pick up a load of bricks, fill the Fleet Star up, bring both of them back, and then keep going until I got the concrete done too. Even though there might be 2 concrete slabs out here, and maybe I'll just pick those up. I don't know. Trying to make as few runs as possible here. Because all that costs fuel. It's 10:30 already. Wow. I mean, I've got stuff accomplished, but I feel like I didn't get enough accomplished. I was hoping to get more than this done, but at least I got that trailer out of there, but that trailer is clearly a problem. Basically not to be used any longer. Unless it's smooth road or something. Alright. Sorry about your fence. And I have 2 of those damn things. Alright, let's go get some more fuel in the scout trailer. And, there we go. Snug that thing up so it doesn't move around. Always trying to find fuel. These trucks eat it up. What, I think it's like $864 to fill one of these things. But I do like, that's one of the reasons I like these trucks with 3 bed spots, because you can stick the scout trailer in there and really increase your range without having to haul our fuel trailer around. All right. Do. Well, let me fill it up from here. Do I have to hook a truck to it? I've got to hook a frickin' truck up to it. Oh, so irritating. Irritating. I forgot I had to do that. I didn't think... Oh, you know what I did before? Never mind. Hold on. I know what I did before. There we go. Oops. Takes a little longer this way, but it gets the job done. All right. Oops. All right. Give her a hug. All right. All right, back to work. Back to, okay, hold on a second here. Let's see, what is here at this warehouse? So all I need is 2 cement, which I can put in this truck, so do I just go ahead and take these? I think I do. Because then I can load bricks up in the... Because I've got cement in the Fleet Star right now, but I can take those out, put the bricks in here, and do the bricks in this next run. It's not a stream without the Twitch spammer bots spamming me. Alright. Anchor. Cargo. Whoops, cargo. Cement, right? Yeah, there we go. Get into my flatbed. Well. There we go. Oh, jeez. Come on. Atomic, aren't you glad I'm not loading your truck? Of course, you do liquids, so that's a little different, but... Oops. I would be more careful if this, you know, if there are consequences to slinging stuff around like this. Though I have seen some people operate some cranes where it was kind of scary. All right, pack the cargo. There we go. Go. Whoops. I'm dragging my anchors. Yikes. That would help. That's coming out of my paycheck. Alright, we'll drop these two off at the paper mill, and that'll be done. Still got to do 6 metal rolls. See how much mud I can splash around. All right. Just pushed right out of the back as we went through. Like those military cargo planes do. Don't even stop. Just slow down a little bit. Alright, let's get the Fleet Star loaded up with fuel, and then we'll load it up with bricks, because we don't need to bring the... Oh, please. Drive it like I stole it. And then we'll come back and get the concrete slabs. Actually, I might not need the all-wheel drive. It does save quite a bit of fuel if I don't run it, if I don't need it. With 3 axles, it's pretty good. Yeah, no problem. I do want to take this thing to the garage and get the transmission upgraded at some point, but I gotta have a reason to go back to the garage. Is that the transmission that's on the Deuce and a Half is a really nice transmission. It gives you a lot of good top speed in off-roading situations and a lot more grunt. The all-wheel drive system on this just is a huge drag on the engine power. And it cost me basically another 1.5 gallons a minute. Yeah, maybe more than that. There you go. You can do it. Come on. Get up there. I know it came through this way before. Good enough. Good enough. What? That embankment's a little steeper than I think I want to tackle. There we go. I need to be able to put out red tape in between the trees so I can mark where I go every time. Of course, if I make enough tracks, it'll figure it out on its own, so. Alright, refuel. Whoops. Crap. There we go. I'm kind of in the way, aren't I? Well, I gotta go over here and load up bricks onto this thing too, so. It definitely picks up some speed when you put the lockers on there. Just don't leave them on the asphalt. Lockers don't like speed. Fleet Star, okay. Tree all wedged in my wheels. What's going on there? Must have been from my misadventures of trying not to get an official flip. Alright. We'll dump this cement. Actually, I guess we could put it in here for additional bricks, but I guess there's no use in burning the resource before we need to either. So I will dump them right here. What is... I got a stump sticking through... What is that? Is that a rock? I got a rock in the bed of the truck. How in the hell did I manage that? I guess when I flipped it? I don't know. Bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. I got rid of one rock out of the roadway. That's one way of doing it. Trying to be creative there. Oops. Oh well. That's unfortunate. Alright. Let's go pick up these bricks over here. Load 2 more bricks there, and then we'll take them all back to the factory, and that'll take care of our bricks, and then we'll come back and get the concrete slabs. Or does it make sense to... There are 2 more concrete slabs over here, aren't there? Yeah. Are there any more that are closer? Don't think so. There's 1 concrete slab. Huh. Yeah, that's all pipes. I'm not going all the way over there for a concrete slab. Well, actually I could. Then I could swap out the transmissions. That's an interesting thought experiment. Except getting across here is a major pain in the ass. Don't know. Well, anyway. Let's get these bricks loaded up. We'll take them back. I got trees stuck in my bed. I got rocks stuck in my bed. Dang. Made a mess of this truck. Operate the crane like I know what I'm doing there. Restore the crane, pack the cargo. Alright, Fleet Star is ready to roll. We'll get it turned around here. We really shouldn't, once we get these bricks delivered, there's really no reason to come back here, is there? Not really. So I might hook up the maintenance trailer and take it with me to use someplace else. Whoops. Paid for that by accident. Oh well. Paid to have that one loaded by accident. Unpack cargo. Pack cargo. There we go. Hug the trailer. There we go. Oops. All right. Just turn around. Question is, do I dare attempt to haul the trailer through the woods? I don't think so. Tell you what we do though. Where's the deuce and a half? The beast. Unleash the beast. Alright folks, well it is 11 o'clock. I want to get this back to the base and that'll be the end of the stream. Appreciate everybody hanging out, chatting and all that good stuff. Smacking the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Certainly appreciate that. Helps the channel a bunch. Alexa, stop. And hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back on tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will do it all again. Hopefully, I think we're close enough that we could actually, in 3 hours, we should be able to close this mission out. Because I'll take the bricks back. That'll take care of the bricks. I'll go get the concrete slabs from the production area, so I can do that in one run. And then it's just metal rolls. And they're not that hard. So well, I think we can get all that done in one stream. 3 hours. I would hope. With less rollovers? Well, I mean, you know, depending on the technicality, we only had one. You could call it two, but I self-recovered, so I don't know. The engine didn't. Well, the engine did shut off, so I guess yeah, you're right. It's. In technical terms, that was a flip. So, all right. So we're ready for the next mission. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that. Nice. Got 3 good trucks all ready to rock and roll for the next part. All right, folks, have a good one, and we enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I'll post up on the community page, on my communications page on the YouTube channel, if I'm going to stream World of Warships Legends tonight or not. It depends. I've still got this work project to do, and I've got to get the car running. So I'm hoping to make some progress on both of those. But if I finish in time, I might play some World of Warships Legends before I call it a night. So, but keep an eye on that, and we'll see you later. Have a great one. Peace.